Hello there, welcome back to another episode of the Swindon. And it's quite nice to say that, considering last episode I asked you if you thought we should carry on. You all said, come on Ben, one more year, at least one more year, we go again. So we will indeed go again. Now, the transfer window has been a little bit strange, I guess is the best way to put it. Some outs, some ins, and let's run you through those straight off the bat. As you can see there, we've got the FA Community Shield coming up against Arsenal, so I thought I'd show you that game. As people mentioned, sort of spread the season out a bit more, which means that the episodes will be slightly more separated, but I mean, we'll get through the season by the end of the week. If all things go to plan, I guess we'll get through by the end of the week. If we take a little look at the transfer history then, let's start with the outs. Goran Kopic is the first one of sort of major note, I guess. 5'3", young guy, hailing from Serbia. We got him a very long time ago for quite a cheap deal, 3.5 million. Sold him on for 13 million. He's just never really been able to tie down a place for me. He's just been a squad player, and at the age of 23, what a move, so I let him have it. The other obviously big name you might know is, before we get there, Daniel Sturridge has gone to Brentford. He came in, did quite a good job for us, I felt, despite not scoring a hatful of goals. He was there as another striker, just to, when things get sticky, you want experience, and he was that experience for us. We obviously had Wayne Rooney to do a similar job once before. Maloka has now left the club. 33 years of age now. Has been a really good servant for me. Brought him in our, second year? Our first year in the Championship, and played a very influential part in getting us to the Premier League, which we'll never forget. So thank you very much for that, Maloka. And finally, Mario Götze has been sold to CSK in Moscow, just because I'm not going to play with a player in his position this season. So I thought, you know what, I'll cash in 23.5 million. We get half of it, as you might remember the contract we signed with him. But look, to be fair, he's been great for us. 7+1 rating every single year in the league. Got to be pleased with it. So on the ins, you may have noticed a few names. Jan Slammer, obviously a guy we brought in the January, but is finally now with us. Going to play left back for us, despite being 6'3", can naturally play left foot. I think he'll be decent. Despite the fact of him not having a lot of potential ability, I think he's got a lot of current ability. Even at the age of 21, I think he'll really fit in with what we're trying to do this season. I've picked players this year up who I think will provide key parts of a system. I've not gone for flashy players. I've not spent loads of money. I've gone for players that I think will fit part of a system. A really good example of that is Bonazzoli. 6'4". Obviously, Bonner has been here before. He's another man that got us up to the Premier League. But I just think with his height, 6'4", he's not incredible, but he'll just do the job I need him to when it matters, and I think that'll be important. Great in the air, good finishing, good strength. I think he might be a secret gem for us this season. We'll come to this man a little bit later on. Scapuzzi, brought in from Milan, right winger. Sanchez plays there currently, and I wanted someone different. Again, current ability and potential ability don't look that exciting, but he's quick, and I want speed on either side. You can also see from his technicals, he is, you know, for me at least, he's quite well rounded. Good corners, crossing, dribbling, finishing, first touch, free kicks, long shots, passing and technique, all very good. Mentally, let down a little bit, but still solid where I need him to be. Flair, leadership off the ball, and vision, he's got it all. And as I say, the pace, 18 acceleration, 17 pace, I think he'd be great for us, and getting him in for 5 million is a bit of a steal. Now, Rodolfo Perez Godoy is the next one we've brought in, another centre-back. Cover, but what cover is this? As you see, we talked about sort of lack of current ability, potential ability. This guy's got it in abundance. He's only cost us £10 million. He's already worth 17.5. 22 years of age. Could play centre-back, defensive midfield, or in central midfield. For a centre-back to have 18 tackling, 16 marking, and 16 heading, but to then have the first touch, dribbling, crossing and long shots of 16 is something I've not seen very often. So he's a bit of a David Luiz without the hair, so I'm excited to use him this year. Sure, he'll play a key part. Lucas Evangelista, probably a name you will recognise, the Brazilian. He's been quite a youngster when you start with the game. He's at Udinese, yeah he is. As you can see, the Juventus bought him. He's been playing here and there for them, but we've got him on loan, plays the central midfield role, can play a little bit further forward. He's kind of, obviously we sold Götze, and I thought if we were going to switch back, we're going to have to get someone in, so I thought a loan option would be the best deal for everyone. So he's in as well. Now, this is a strange signing, and it goes back to what I was saying about getting a man for the job. I wanted a box-to-box midfielder to sit in my midfield, and after looking at all the options and the price and all that, this is the guy we've gone with. Again, 2-star current ability, 2-star potential ability, but a man that will do a job, and that is what matters for us. 30 years old now, got him from Marseille, 3 million. I think he might do something for us. I don't know. Premier League experience as well, being at Liverpool, so that will help. And finally, left wing cover and Gonzalo Strano. Can play on the left side, as you can see. Physically very good. Dribbling excellent. First touch decent too. Long shots. Again, all the attributes you need for a left winger, he has got in abundance. He's lacking a little bit in this area, but again, he's a cover for our man out wide, Anthony Barrett. Now, as we crack on, we have a game coming up now. This is the system we're going to play with. I mentioned the way we're going to play it. We've obviously got our familiar back line, but Slammer now filling the left back. He will be our first choice left back for the season. Scapuzzi on the right hand side, the guy from AC Milan. On the other side, Barrett, who we know we bought from Chelsea not so long ago. Very, very quick. Chelsea? Yeah, Chelsea. Very confusing because he was on loan in so many places. Now, this is the big change for the team, and I'm yet to see if it will work out or not. Wellington is no longer going to play as a anchorman, which we've been so used to seeing him as. He'll then be playing as a roaming playmaker. If it doesn't work, we will switch him back. And although I mentioned Evangelista as a tricky to pronounce as a forward player, I am going to also play him in this area. He's quite well rounded technically, very well rounded in fact. Actually, every single attribute above a 10 or above 11. I think he might fit the box to box. So as I say, I've got two players, and he's left-footed and he's playing this left side. I've got two players that can play it. Safir Tedia is the other one, and obviously we've got Adrian on the right side. He is growing into what could be one of the best players in Swindon's history. And Pixie, my good grief, is he coming along nicely? 22 years of age. We've had quite a lot of disgruntlement in this team. It's fair to say a lot of guys who you see have got slight concerns because they want to move. But we're not focusing on it. I have forgotten about one man. He's back. Craig Tanner is back. He was available on a free, and I just thought, it's Craigie Tanner. For those that may be late to the series and don't remember Craig Tanner, as you can see, the seasons he had with us in League One and the Championship were pretty phenomenal. He's never quite lived up to it, but you never know. Now he's home again. You may be able to pull it out of the bag. Anyway, let's go forward then. There's the new players. We've had some outs. We've got some ins. Let's see how we get on against what will be a very capable Arsenal side. I've got no idea how this match is going to go. But we're going to go with our first choice 11. We're going to see what we can work with it. As you can see, a very experienced defence. Sanchez, Khedira, Casca there as well. Fakir, Bonner and Tanner. Now, interestingly, I'm going to play Bonner instead of Casca just for this game. Not that I don't rate Casca. In fact, I'm going to take Sanchez for Casca. I'm going to keep Casca on there as well. Yeah, I think that'll do. Tanner not getting his start, but you know what? Cup competitions maybe is following his mecca. We'll go with. Right then. Obviously we're off the back of the FA Cup win, and it'd be quite nice to get some more silverware. Arsenal won the league last year, a little bit surprisingly, but as you can see, Yuri Tillemans in their ranks. So this should be a tricky one. Let's have a look here then. They are playing quite a defensive formation. Jack Wilshere applying himself on the left side. Zivkovic up front. Oxlade-Chamberlain and Ramsey, a few other names you might recognise in there too. Chesney still in goal. We're playing the formation that I've just talked about. Stankovic is still our assistant manager. As we go in for one more year with the Swindon lot, let's hope we can start it off well, eh? You know, we've had a rough time of it. Let me know in the comments, who do you think will be the best signing? Are you surprised that I've sold Mario Götze? I guess we'll have to find out. Anyway, this was from the FA Cup final, wasn't it? You can tell I've not played it since. We will go 2D for this game. 2D Classic, in fact. And we'll put the highlights at around that speed. So, will the new and improved Swindon lot do the job for us? It's been really important to keep hold of some key players that, frankly, should be playing in the Champions League. Loads of them want to leave for Champions League clubs, but that's where they've stayed. Actually, one of the players not actually getting really upset about wanting to leave, I said to him, look, give me another year. Let's see if we get you there. Pixie was exactly the same, actually. We'll see if we can get you there with one more year. And if we can, we'll enjoy the success together. We're at Wembley Stadium today, and that brings me on to another topic, that we didn't get planning permission for a new ground, so we're still at the county ground. A lot of people had warned me that that might happen. You were right. That is what happened. So we're not moving. We're still at the county ground. So one more year there as well, which, you know, it's quite nice in a way, isn't it? It's not though, because we need the money. I was mocking the inclusion of Jack Wilshere at our left wing, or left midfield. He's got the goal to equalise. That's, I guess I'd call it a shame. I've skipped that purely by accident, but never mind. 1-1. Things are going okay. We're starting off well. I'm just trying to see how this team operates with wide players. I think that's going to be key for us. But to get a 1-1 so far is pretty good. Fitness levels looking excellent as well, which is really good to see. I'm going to say that we can go for a win today. I'm going to try and encourage the boys. Say, look, you know what? That was a good first half, but let's keep it going, keep it up, and let's hope we can get something else in this second half. I'm probably going to make changes as well. I've got some decent players on the bench, so I've got no concerns about doing that. Aaron Ramsey on a yellow card. Can we try and get him sent off? Is the aim of my game today. As Arsenal start the second half. So, one more year. A big year. I guess we'll see what happens. As I said at the start of the episode, we will try and break up this season. I will go through till January. That'll be the next time you see me. So I'm going to have to spend today, which is the weekend from when you watch this, I'm going to have to spend today playing through the Swindon lot, so I can make sure I can bring you these episodes this week. And then, as I say, by the end of the week, we should have wrapped up the season, and we'll see where we are at that point. If there's any like major games, say we get to any cup finals or anything, I will obviously bring you those. But our domestic cup, wow, this time has gone fast. I didn't even notice because I was chatting. Our domestic cup form ain't always that good, is it? Right, what should we do? I don't want to change too much. I think we'll bring on our box-to-box midfielder, our sort of proper box-to-box midfielder. I'm also going to bring Bonner on. I'm just going to see how this operates. Target man support, see how we can get involved. In fact, I'm going to change Adrian to an advanced playmaker because he can play so many roles, this guy. If we try and force him a little bit further forward, it might work out well for us. Obviously, we've got the roaming playmaker in Wellington, who's not been viciously exposed, which is good because I was worried about it. I still am worried about it. And we go straight to penalties. So what I've done is bring Bonner on, and he's actually not bad at penalties at all, which is very good news. So 2 penalty shootouts, 2 episodes with pretty much back-to-back penalty shootouts. I'm just going to swap those. I'm going to give Bonner the chance to steal the glory. 2 back-to-back penalty shootouts. Let's see if we can win another trophy. So despite me feeling quite down about, not down about the save, but I mean, you know, you get so far and you want to achieve a little bit more. We have got a chance now to win 2 back-to-back trophies. I'm going to speed this up a little bit because this episode's already, I was going to say it's quite long. It's not really. It's pretty average, isn't it? How you like it? So, Kasselnik got a chance to make himself a hero. We're at Wembley Stadium. We've played more at Wembley in the last 2 games than we have anywhere else. How strange. So, can we start off well? We flipping can! Kasselnik has saved the penalty. Holy moly. I'm not going to use 3D this time. I'm going to keep it in 2D. Adrian fires home. Good to see. Wow. So, okay, we're already in quite a strong position. Kasselnik, come on. Oh, he's been beaten that time. Fisher with the finish. Who's stepping up? Who's the main man? Anthony Barrett. Good penalty, my boy. Good penalty. Top left, it looked like. Sticks it away, as the commentary says. Ramsey now for Arsenal. Oh, Kasselnik. I felt like he was going to save it, but he's obviously committed to the dive. Scapuzzi on his debut for Swindon. Finishes it nicely. Good boy. Good boy. Who's stepping up next for Arsenal? Jesse. Come on. Kasselnik. Oh, straight down the middle. Kasselnik's not strong enough to hold it out there. Drilled home. Tadeo, another debut for Swindon. Fires into the top left-hand corner. And now the pressure is on Arsenal. They have to score. Oh, they do. Tielemans, Yuri Tielemans, this year's wonder kid, gets the goal. And to make himself a hero on his return to the club, Bonner scores! Let's go. It was written in the stars. Only if it was Tanner could it have been more exciting. But there it is, boys. I'm very happy. We've won the Community Shield. I'm very pleased. I can't believe how pleased I am. We had 1 shot on target the whole game. That was Adrian's finish. Okay then. and that brings us to the end of the episode. What a fantastic way to start the season. Maybe things are looking up. I don't know if you can tell, but I sound really, I've got the biggest smile on my face. Excellent. Penalty shootout and Bonner gets the goal. So folks, as I say, let me know, what do you think is the best signing, worst signing? Hopefully I've strengthened the squad enough. I'm hoping that, as I say, player roles will prove a key part in this season. Anyway, with love, with care, thank you for your support on the series. It's been brilliant the whole way through. Actually, you've been really good with it. So keep leaving a like if you're enjoying the series. If we can aim for like 150 for we go again, why not? Go on, if you do it right now, go and have a little click. Have a little click. So from me, Dr. Benji, with love, with care, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.